Okay, and we are on. Hello, everybody. And if you can hear me, type in the chat and say everything's okay, so that I don't talk to nobody. So just say yes in the chat if you can hear me, please. And we shall get on with it today. Yes, people can hear me. All right. So hello and welcome, everyone, and welcome to another Wednesday with me, Karim, on Smrt English. And today, I believe, is Wednesday, April the 11th, 2018. Lots of people are in the chat, as usual, which is a very good thing. I like it when there's a lot of you guys in there. How much do we have? I think we have almost about 40 people or something right now, which is good. You know, some people usually come in a little bit later. So hello and welcome to another English class with me, Karim. From, well, I wanted to say the beautiful sunny city of Vancouver, because technically we sort of started summer a little bit, or we're getting into summer, but actually it's raining today because it's Vancouver, so it's raining as usual, and let's say hello to a few of you, or at least I'm going to try to say to as many as I can. So hello, of course, my usual suspects are in attendance as usual. So shout out to Julian, or Smart Gaming with Julian, Rosa, Summer, Gertrudis. Who else do we have here? We have a few people whose names are written in Arabic. So please do me a favor and do everyone else a favor here. If you can show your name in English, that would be fantastic, because then everybody else can talk to you when they want to. So please change your name to English if you can, and it will make everyone's lives a little bit, or everyone's life a little bit easier. Dilip from India is also here. I think Dilip's, this is his first class, so hello Dilip and welcome to the class. Hopefully it will not be your last. 2017 SMC, whatever that means. But hello and welcome to the class. Thank you for coming. Gosia, of course, is also here as usual. We have Dumua, I think. I want to say Dumua. Mahir. I haven't seen her before, so hello and welcome. Thank you for coming to the class, Dumua. Another person whose name is in Arabic, please change it to English if you can. It will make all our lives a lot easier. Noilson Cow, or Chow, I think. Hello, Noilson, and welcome to the class. Boom. Mariam, hello Mariam, and we also have Mahmoud. Hello Mahmoud. Sultan, hello Sultan. Thank you for coming today. We also have Jacqueline. Hello, Jacqueline. I don't think I've said hi. Hi, Jacqueline. And person whose name is in Russian that tells me every time what their name is, and I forget. So I'm very sorry, but welcome. Who else do we have? Judith. Hi, Judith. Nice to see you. Thank you for coming. Asel is also here, or Asel. Sorry if I'm pronouncing your names wrong. Sultan is here. Hi, Sultan. I think I said Sultan before. Sybil. Hello, Sybil. Hilbert is also here. Hi, Hilbert. Boom. Amy. Right? I think that's Amy. So, hi, Amy. Victoria. Yes, Victoria. Sorry. Hi, Victoria. Thank you for coming. That's the person whose name is in Russian. Thank you for coming, Victoria. Nat Sennett from Edmonton is also here. Hello, Nat Sennett. Hashim is here. Hello, Hashim. Sammy is also here. There's a lot of you today in the chat. If I keep saying everyone's name, we're never going to get finished. So hello, everyone who's watching me right now, and to anyone who's watching this video later. Thank you so much for coming, and thanks, Julian. I miss you guys too. So thank you for coming today. Today's class is going to be a little bit different, because today's class is going to be basically made by you guys, which is cool. I like that. So you guys know this. I started, I think, 2 weeks ago, on the Discord, I asked everybody to give me suggestions, because you guys are always asking me about idioms, and you're asking me about slang and meanings of things and stuff like that. So 2 weeks ago, I started a hashtag idioms on the Discord server that we have, and I'm going to show you all the stuff in a minute. So we finally got, I think, enough to do a class about this. So I think there's 13 idioms in the list so far right now. So I'm going to be going over those with you. So I actually kind of like this. This is pretty interesting and it's fun and I like this. So let's continue this, right? So any idioms, any stuff like that you guys have in mind, please hashtag idioms and write your idiom in the chat. And every now and then when we get enough for a lesson, we will. I'm going to make a class about it for you guys, just like today. So that's pretty much it. Hilbert is also here. Hi, Hilbert. Thank you, Hilbert. I appreciate that. Edgard, hello, Edgard. You are not late. You barely made it, but you're not late. I haven't started yet, so don't worry about it. Munira is also here. Hello, Munira. And person whose name is still in Arabic. Well, he has 3 ampersands in the beginning. And ampersand is the name of the sign that we write "and" with. Brian, hi Brian. Nice to have you in class. Thank you for coming. All right, so let me start. Let me go small first. Dun 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 dun. Boom. There we go. I'm small. All right, so you guys know this. Of course, you are watching this awesome English class on Smrt. Not Smart English with Karim, actually. You're watching it on Smrt English, right? So Smrt English, if you guys don't know, please subscribe to the channel. If you haven't done so already, hit the bell button, hit all the buttons. It makes us feel nice inside. You can also watch all the videos from all the other awesome teachers here on Smrt. Any class that you've missed before, all the classes are on the channel. We don't delete anything and all the classes are always there. So please feel free to check it out. It's free. It's not going to cost you a thing. If you go all the way down, you'll find my face. Click on my face and it will take you to my page. And my page is called Smrt English with Karim. And it has a lot shorter videos over there. And like I've been telling most of you guys who've been following me for a while now, I should start to be a little bit more free next month. Currently, this and next week, we're going through the final exams here at Canadian College and St. Lawrence College, which is where I teach. So hopefully I'll be free, or I'll be a little bit freer after the next 2 weeks are finished. So I'm going to be posting, hopefully, more videos on here. So these videos are much shorter, 1 minute, 2 minutes, 1.5 minutes, something like that. And it's nice, so check it out. I also have a personal channel called Food AF, where you can go to not learn English, because I don't teach English on this channel. This is my private channel. However, I do speak in English, so you guys can practice listening. But you will probably be listening to a lot of cooking vocabulary and terminology. So come and check it out. It's I have fun, you know. This is it's not like a serious thing. So it's yeah, it's fun. You know, I like cooking, so I thought I'd make a channel about it. So come and check it out over there, please. I would appreciate it too. Facebook, please check out our Facebook group. It's called Learn English on Facebook with Smrt. Smrt, of course, is SMRT. And it's a good group. I really recommend that you guys join up. We're almost up to 25,000 people now. It's very active. As you can see, daily there's people that want to join the group. I need to check these people out and approve them. and there's always posts, right? So people are always posting stuff. People are always talking, helping each other out. It's a nice community, and we monitor it, right? So if anybody is not behaving according to the standards, we kick them out, right? So it's a nice place. Everybody's nice, and everybody likes to help each other out. Also, please don't forget, this is really important, because today's video is basically because of this, right? So this is how I got all the idioms from you guys. So I'm going to copy this with you in the chat right now. If most of you are already on there, I know, but I see a few new people in the chat today. So click on this link, and this link will take you to our Smrt Discord page, which looks like this. So when you click the link, it'll take you to a page that says you have been invited by Smrt. So just say yes, register. It's free. It's not going to cost you a thing. and you can join our awesome Discord server, which is pretty cool. We have a few chats. So this is my chat. This is Kent's chat. There's a general one. There's a lot of audio chat rooms that we've made, so you guys can actually talk to each other using your voice instead of just typing and everything. And to be honest, it's been fun. I'm really enjoying watching this grow. So you guys are actually pretty active on this right now, and there's a lot of back and forth, and it feels alive, which is good. Very, very happy about that. And actually, I wanted to show you this too. I don't know how Julian found this, but oh man, I really don't know how he found this, but he found, why isn't it going big? It's supposed to go big. Anyway, Julian found this, and it's a monster assassin on some game that I don't know, and his name is Karim. So be careful. I seem to be very powerful, which is not bad, I guess. Can't complain about that. So come and check out the Discord. It's really, really fun, and it's cool, and it's growing, and I think it's going to be really, really awesome the more time passes by. So I hope to see you guys over there too. So, yeah, Julian hacked my PC. Jose just came into the chat. Hello, Jose. Nice to have you here. Muflih is also here. Oh, Muflih, you changed your name. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And everybody else appreciates that very much. So come and join the Discord group. It's really, really fun. I really actually, I like it. I'm happy that we did this. So remember, if you want me, so this is actually what we're going to be doing today, right? So all of these are idioms that you guys suggested or you guys wrote. So please, this is where you do it, right? So go to the Discord server, click on my chat, so Karim's chat, just click on that, and just start saying hello, and let's start a conversation. So just hashtag idioms with an S, there you go, and then just write the idiom that you read somewhere or you heard, or maybe you're not very clear on how or what it means or how we use it. So that's it, just put your idiom in here, and basically I just open it up, search for the hashtag, and I copy and I paste all the idioms that you guys pasted on here. So thank you so much for that. I was curious to see if this was going to work and how effective it's going to be. But yeah, you guys, it's a bit slower than I would have liked, but 2 weeks, we got enough suggestions for a class, which is pretty good. So thank you guys. Today's class is sponsored by you. That's not true. You guys are not sponsoring this class. I don't know if that has legal ramifications if I say something like that. So that was a joke. All right. So yes, you did change your name. Thank you, Muflah. I appreciate it very, very much. Will I do a history class for you? I don't think you can do a history class, Julian. We can have a discussion about some history. I like history. I'm interested in history. Dina is also here. Hello, Dina, and thank you so much for coming today. Okay, so that's pretty much it. This is my intro, and let's get down to business. Oh, before we get down to business, of course, you guys know this, I have to announce, even though I'm pretty sure it's not a surprise. If you're new here, you probably don't know, but if you've been here for a few classes, this should not be a surprise. So this is movie quote of the week for last week. And of course, you guys can guess who won this. As you can see, Julian is going crazy in the chat because Julian's been trying to win it for a long time, but he just can't. But yeah, so this was the movie quote, right? A census taker once tried to test me. I ate his liver with some fava beans and a nice Chianti. All right, so the last part should, if you guys watch the classics, the last part should give you a very big hint what movie this is. And of course, this is from the very classic, very popular, and awesome movie, The Silence. The Silence of the Lambs, which is an old movie, I would say. If Arij is in the chat today, Arij always makes fun of me because I keep choosing old movies. But yeah, The Silence of the Lambs. So very classic movie, of course, starring Anthony Hopkins and I think Jodie Foster. So that's him. That's the guy that said the line that I just mentioned. So yeah. Of course, the winner was Smrt, as usual. So congratulations, Smrt. A virtual high five to you once again. Yeah. All right. So stick around to the end of the class today, and I'm going to give you a new movie quote of the week today, which is, it's also an old movie, but it's a good one. It's a very good movie, and it's a very quotable movie. That means it's a movie that has many, many, many good quotes. All right. So let's get down to business. Smrt won. Yeah, I know. She always does, Rosa. Smrt is like the undefeated champion of movie quote of the week. I don't know. I'm thinking of creating another game, just so somebody has another chance, right? Because I don't think Smrt is planning on losing anytime soon. All right, so that is done. That's movie quote of last week. Stick around till the end today, and we will do a new movie quote. All right, so let's get down to it. Enough introductions and all that sort of stuff. So today we're going to be doing idioms, hashtag slams, hashtag, well, not hashtag, slash, I mean, idioms, slash, slang, slash, phrasal verbs. Pretty much a lot of them fall under the same category, or they're pretty close. So this is what we're going to be doing. And we're, oh yeah, by the way, I also shared actually this document with everybody before. So I'm going to share it today again with all the people that are in the chat today. So I give you guys actually editing privileges on this document, which means you guys can type. So please, if you have suggestions, like I said, you can put them on the Discord right here, or if you want, you can just write it directly into the document. Just please, my only request from you guys is don't edit any of the old stuff that's on it, right? So just go all the way down and just keep adding your idioms at the bottom here, right? Don't worry if they're not in the table, that's fine. I'll take them all later and I'll organize everything. But just please don't mess around or change the things that we already have written up here, right? And that's it. That's all I ask of you guys. But you guys have access to this document. I shared it with you, so you can either do it here or on the Discord. I think Discord will be better because Discord, at least, there'll be sort of like a chat and the back and forth, so you guys can help each other out. There's a talk of the moment, or there's a talk at the moment. I would say there's a talk at the moment, but I mean, what do you mean by talk? Because that's I don't know, that's not very clear. Judith says, Silence of the Lamb, this movie was terrible for me. That was not my cup, not cap, cup of tea. I remember it was a very scary movie. Yeah, because I guess what you're saying. Yeah, I saw when I saw the movie, I was a bit young too, right? Actually, I shouldn't have seen the movie when I did. I was too young to see the movie, but I saw it anyway, and yeah, I remember it being scary. Now, when I watch it more recently, when I watch the movie, it doesn't seem so scary anymore. Okay. I can't edit in it. You should be able to, Julian. You guys have editing rights. Oh, you guys can't edit. I see. You're right. Anyone with the link can... Huh, that's weird. Link sharing. Anyone with the link? Okay. And then anyone, no sign-in required, can edit. There you go. Thank you for pointing that out, Julian. I was wondering why nobody was typing in the document. I didn't notice that that option was not. There you go. Stuck in a rut. Yeah, I would say it's an idiom. Yep, stuck in a rut. It's kind of idiom, phrasal verb, something like that. Yeah. But let's stick before this goes out of hand, let's stick, please, to the 13 idioms that we have today, right? Otherwise, we will never finish. If you have new idioms that you're thinking of right now or that are on your mind, then, like I said, just go. There we go. See, Gosia is already doing a great job, right? So just hashtag idioms and then write your idiom over there. For today, please don't give me or ask me about any new idioms or we're not going to finish. So we're just doing these 13 idioms today. Yes, Rosa, yes. I just realized that there were two different options that I had to change. I only changed one of them. So you guys, there you go. I can see you right now. So Lama is standing on number 11. All right, so let's begin. First idiom from you guys. I can't remember who were the people that suggested the idioms, but this is an idiom from one of you people, and it says a chip on your shoulder. To have a chip on your shoulder, right? If somebody has a chip on their shoulder. Oh, this is Rosa's idiom. All right, great. So here we go. So a chip on your shoulder. The most common meaning, I would say, for having a chip on your shoulder is this. And as you can see, I actually have the meanings over here, but they were hidden. Dun, dun, dun. So the meanings of the idioms are actually on this side, right? So let me just switch it to black, and we should be able to see it. There we go. So here we go. So a chip on your shoulder, and this is submitted by Rosa. There you go. I wrote the name so you guys know who did the submissions. So first meaning is someone who has a sense of superiority, whether that sense of superiority, right? That means you feel that I'm better than you, right? I feel that I am superior. I'm a much better person than you are. Whether that is true or not, because of either past successes or personal belief that they are better than those around them, right? So people who are walking around basically acting all arrogant and smug and like they know everything and that they're better than most people around them. You know, you can say, it's like, what's wrong with this guy? Why does he have a chip on his shoulder, right? So I would say that's the most commonly used meaning for that currently, right? So a chip on your shoulder. The other meaning is someone who has a feeling of inferiority, right? So now it's kind of like the opposite meaning, right? So someone who has a feeling of inferiority, and inferiority basically is the opposite of superiority. So if you feel inferior, that means I feel like I am not as good as you or as people that I know. I feel that I am a lesser of a person than others, for whatever reason, right? That's not the point. But that's what it means, right? Inferiority, or if you feel inferior to someone. Noor, hello Noor, thank you for coming to the class. It's nice to have you as usual. Neha is new here. Hello Neha, thank you for coming. Hopefully soon you will not be new here. You'll be an OG, like many others. So that's the second meaning, right? Second meaning is somebody has a feeling of inferiority or a grudge. Now, grudge, I left a link for you guys here, so you can click on it and it'll take you if you forget what it means. But a grudge, if somebody holds a grudge, and that's how we usually say it, you hold a grudge. A grudge is when you feel angry or you have a feeling of hate towards someone because they did something to you that you can't forgive them for, or you can't forget it for them, right? So that feeling that you keep inside of you for a long time, right? That feeling of anger towards somebody, or that feeling of hate because they did something to you at some point in the past, we call that a grudge. So the second meaning, one more time, someone who has a feeling of inferiority or a grudge. An example would be someone always mentioning how they are or were disadvantaged in some way, right? So for example, somebody might be saying, oh man, I always had a tough life growing up. We never had this when we were growing up. Life was so difficult, blah, 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 blah. And then you tell them, yeah, but you are a millionaire right now. So why the chip on your shoulder, right? Why the chip on your shoulder? That's it. But honestly, from my experience, my advice is, number one is really the meaning that most people mean, right? So this is extremely rare. I haven't really seen a lot of people use the second meaning so much. It's more common, I would say, the first meaning, right? So when somebody's arrogant, when somebody thinks they're better than you, right? You can look at them as like, or you can talk to your friend about them and say, why do they have a chip on their shoulder? Why the chip on their shoulder? Or, man, that guy really has a chip on his shoulder, huh? So pretty much like that. Can it also be when someone does something bad to you and you feel hurt about it? Are you talking about grudge or the chip on your shoulder, Rosa? If you're talking about grudge, then yes. If you're talking about chip on your shoulder, I would say no. Mariam is asking, so can I say I feel a grudge? No, the correct expression would be I'm holding. You hold a grudge. You don't feel it. You hold it, right? You hold a grudge. Okay, what else is going on here? Oh, Julian, okay. Well, we're going to get to Bookworm, Julian, so you're the one who submitted that. Thank you. Hello. Oh, hi. Hi from Vietnam. I remember you told me to say your name as Hi. That's how you pronounce it, if I remember correctly, hopefully. Frank Locus. Hi, Frank. So Frank is asking, Mr. Karim, what your originality? So I think I understand what you're asking, but I've never heard it being asked that way before, and it kind of sounds cool. I like it. My originality. If you mean where am I originally from, or if you mean where am I from, then there you go. Hashim just answered your question. And you were right too. I am technically Arabian. Well, actually, not technically. Technically, I'm African, but yeah, Egypt is considered an Arabic country, so I'm Egyptian. Can I say you have to take that chip off your shoulder? That is a very good question, Rosa. Yes, you actually can. Yeah, you can. Why the chip on your shoulder? Hey, take that chip off your shoulder. Yeah, you can. It's not unusual, I would say. You pronounce my name properly. It's so awesome. Well, your name is actually a very common, it sounds like a very common English word. So it's not my pronunciation ability. It's just that it's easy. But thank you. All right. So I hope that everybody got the meaning of a chip on your shoulder, right? So a chip on your shoulder. Next meaning. Next meaning says down to the wire. Down to the wire, right? Down to the wire. Who do you think is going to win this game? Oh man, I don't know, but I think it's going to be down to the wire, right? Who's going to win? So let's see if you guys can guess what that is, right? Who's going to win this game? I don't know, but I think it's going to come down to the wire. It's going to come down to the wire. And Rosa says that that one is hers also. So Rosa gets a mention. Ta-da. Frank, well, you know, Frank, actually, a lot of people tell me I look like I'm from a lot of places. Like when I go to a lot of restaurants over here, if the server or if the people are anywhere from Latin America, a lot of them, they start speaking to me in Spanish or Portuguese. A lot of people think I could be Brazilian, I could be Mexican, I could be Argentinian, I could be Spanish, I could be Indian sometimes, most of the Arab countries, of course. So yeah, I get it. I have a face that sort of looks like I could be from a lot of places. so I'm okay with that. So whatever you feel I should be, that's okay with me. Waiter, not a server. Actually, no, you can say a server too. Server is absolutely fine. And actually, server is gender neutral. That means you can say a server for a male or a female that works in the service industry. But you're not wrong. You can definitely say a waiter or a waitress. Server is just more, like I said, right? It's gender neutral. So you can say it for both. Dilip says, I am a combo of the world. Yeah, okay. I am a combo. I look like I'm a combo from the world. There we go. Somebody finally answers. So Darwin says to the last minute, right? To the last minute. All right, so we're talking about down to the wire. So if you guys notice, like I said, I already put the meanings of actually everything right here. So this is the meaning of down to the wire, right? So the point in a game or any kind of competition where there are just a few minutes to go, or maybe even seconds, right? Like the game is about to finish very quick, but you can't tell who's going to win, right? So maybe the scores are very, very close, right? So you can't really tell. You don't know what's going to happen. Anything can happen, right? This team can win or the other team can win. So it's down to the wire. And actually, I did some research about this phrase, and the reason why we say it's down to the wire is because in horse races, a long time ago in horse races, they used to have a wire at the finish line. So if for any reason at the end of the race there were two horses, and this is another expression for you guys, neck to neck. That means both of them are sort of pretty much at the same level, right? They're very close to each other. You can't really see who's going to win. So down to the wire is when they use the wire, so the horse that would basically take the wire first, this is how they could see that was the winner. So that's pretty much where it comes from, and I hope that makes it clear. But it works for anything, right? So it doesn't have to be a race or whatever. We use it nowadays for basketball games, hockey games, whatever, anything, right? Any competition or any kind of game where there has to be a winner at the end. The hockey was very close and went right down to the wire. Yes, that's a good sentence, Hi. Thank you, Mutab. I think it's Mutab or Mutab. Thank you. I love you too. Hello, 3. Hello. Sorry, but I'm not doing that today. If you have specific questions that are not related to today's lesson, well, like I said, the Facebook group is a fantastic place for that sort of stuff, right? You will definitely get an answer. There's always somebody who's going to answer you on the Facebook group. Man, I don't look very flattering in this page or in this picture. I look, I don't know what I look like, but it's not good. So please forgive me, but I like to stick to what I'm doing in the lesson. I'm not going to answer questions that are not really related to today's lesson. But like I said, go to the Facebook group, post your question over there, and somebody will answer you. All right, back to this. It's an edge of the seat game. An edge of the seat game. You mean like the kind of game that has you on the edge of your seat? Well, edge of your seat, that expression just very simply means something that's very exciting, right? It's making you very, very excited. It's not boring, right? What's happening is very exciting. You're on the edge of your seat. You want to know what's going to happen next. The subject is idioms. That's what we're doing, right? So I'm doing idioms from you guys, student suggestions that I've been collecting for 2 weeks. That's basically what I am doing. I have no Facebook. Well, now is a good time. Now is a good time to get a Facebook account. You can, yeah. I highly recommend you do, because like I said, the Facebook group is very active. There's a lot of people there. You will have a much better chance of getting actually an answer to what you ask instead of trying to do that on the lessons, because otherwise I can't really control the lesson or the time. Okay. Are you in Arabic? Yes, I can speak Arabic, yes, if that's what you're asking. Okay, so hopefully down to the wire is clear. Next, finger licking good. This one I think you guys can guess, right? I mean, if you think about it for a few seconds, I don't think it's difficult to guess what finger licking good. If something is finger licking good, there we go. It means it's very tasty. Yes, right? That's what finger licking good means. And I believe that used to be the slogan or the advertisement campaign for a very long time for KFC, right? KFC was finger licking good. And basically, oh man, not this, give me that. And basically, it's a way to express that the food is really, really delicious, right? It's so delicious, you don't want to waste anything that is maybe on your fingers, right? So after you finish, instead of washing your hands, no, this is so delicious that I don't want to wash it off my hands. I'm going to finger licking good. That's pretty much what it means. Yes, there you go. Most of you guys are saying it correctly. Yummy, delicious. It tastes good. Kentucky Fried Chicken. Yes, hi Manal and welcome. Thank you for coming today. Yes, Kentucky Fried Chicken used to say that all the time, right? I think that was their slogan or that was their marketing campaign for a very long time. I don't think it's still the same today. I don't remember seeing it recently. But yeah. Okay, next. Number 4. To drive someone up the wall, right? To drive someone up the wall. Or you can talk about something. You can say, for example, man, the amount of new advertisements that YouTube started putting on their videos these days is driving me up the wall. It's driving me up the wall. Julian says it sounds dangerous. Well, yeah, if you're driving an actual car, Julian, and you're trying to drive the car up the wall, I would say that is dangerous. There we go. Dilip got it. Yes. So Dilip says it means to make someone very irritated or angry, right? To make someone very irritated or angry. Rosa says to make someone go crazy, but crazy in the sense of angry, right? Because, sometimes people say, oh, you're driving me crazy, which is another way to say the same expression. You're driving me crazy. But usually not crazy in the sense of like an insane person. Crazy in the sense of you're bothering me, you're really annoying me, or you're starting to make me angry. So that's basically what it means. To annoy, make them mad, to get someone mad, make someone feel angry. There you go. A lot of you are basically getting it now. So yeah, right? To make someone very irritated or angry. That pretty much is the meaning. To drive someone up the wall. Very good. Yes, Manal has another one that's pretty much similar to this. So boom, 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 boom. I'll put it up here for you guys. So there we go. So Manal says this drives me nuts. Nuts, right? Nuts is a synonym for crazy. So same thing. This drives me nuts or this drives me crazy. Both of them have the same meaning, to drive someone up the wall. That's pretty much what it means. My son is always driving me up the wall. Yes, that works. How do we use it in a sentence? Just like I said, the sentence about the YouTube, you can check the sentences in the chat here. So for example, my son is always driving me up the wall. That's a good sentence by Hi. To drive someone up the wall. Let's I don't know, let's think of a sentence. For example, you could say something like, it really drives me up the wall. When my fries are not hot. Right? So there you go. It really drives me up the wall when my fries are not hot. That's it. So you're just saying basically, you're just saying that it makes me very mad. It makes me very angry when my French fries are not hot. I just answered that, didn't it? Yeah. Please don't drive me up the wall. Yep, that works too. You can also say that. Please don't drive me up the wall. Mahmoud says, thumbs up. Good. All right, now the next one. I'm actually curious because I can't remember who asked me about the next one. Oh, there you go. Hashim has a good sentence. The connection here is you need is. The connection here is driving me up the wall right now. Yes, that's a very good sentence, Hashim. A good job. So, yeah, I can't remember who was the person that suggested number 5, but number 5 says butter wouldn't melt in her mouth, or butter wouldn't melt in his mouth. Now, this one drove me up the wall for a little bit, because I've never heard this expression before in my life. Never. Not even something that's similar or related to it or whatever. Like I've never heard this expression in my life. So after doing some research, this is something that was found in the 1530s. 1530s. That means in the year 1530. Yeah, there you go. Judith just wrote that. 1530. It originated in 1530. So you can imagine how old this expression is. It's extremely, extremely, extremely old. Which I guess why I never really hear it, because nobody really says this. Like, I've never really heard this anywhere. And actually, where is it? I put something here for you guys because it's pretty interesting. So a lot of people say nowadays, most people would consider the meaning for this is that you are such a like, you're so calm, you're so cool, you're so cold-hearted right now that if you put butter in your mouth, the butter is not going to melt. And like I said, it's just weird. Nobody really says that anymore. And I put an explanation link here for you guys so you can check it out, because actually, even about the explanation, there's an argument. Some people don't agree on the actual meaning, and they don't agree on how to use it very well. So. So if you're interested, you can check it out. I'm not going to go too much into this idiom, just simply because you really you're not going to hear it really. I don't think it's a common thing that people say these days. But I guess the closest explanation that people would agree to is that, yeah, you're so cold, right? You're so cold-hearted that that if we put butter in your mouth, it's not going to melt. And that's it. I don't want to spend too much time on this because you're not going to use it. Trust me, you're not going to use it a lot or ever. A very calm person. Not just calm, cold in the sense of also being cold-hearted, like cruel. You know, like maybe, for example, you see something very cruel happening in front of you, or you're in a very difficult situation, but it doesn't affect you. You stay, no emotions, right? So yeah, cold in the negative sense, not cold in the the opposite of hot. Yeah, just like Smrt is saying now, I think it means that the person is isolated from emotions. I like that. That's a good explanation. All right, but like I said, it really isn't common. I just put it there because I thought it was interesting that this was from 1530, and people still don't agree, and they argue about the meaning of it until today. So you guys can go check out the article if you want. Okay, let's move along. Number 6. So number 6, again, I think you guys can guess this. Like I really don't think I should explain this one. Come on, what does this mean? If something costs an arm and a leg, you can probably guess that it means, there we go, Manel, Dilip. Yeah, that's it. So you guys are correct. There you go, Rosa 2, Gertrudis, Judith, Summer. Yeah, see, I had faith in you guys. I knew you would guess this easily. So if something costs an arm and a leg, it's just very simply very expensive, right? That's what it means. It means something's really, really expensive, right? Because think about it, right? I mean, it costs an arm and a leg. What would you give an arm and a leg for, right? So yeah, so very, very, very expensive. We are nerds, Karim. Yes, and proud. Nerds and proud, Summer. Cost you a fortune. Very good, Malik. Yeah, and that's a good expression too. To cost a fortune. It is hailing dogs and cats. Hello. You're still giving me some suggestions. Hello. Oh man. Look, I'll tell you what. If we finish in a reasonable time today, I might take some of your new idioms that you put in the chat today. But if not, please, like I said, write them in the Discord or on the Facebook, and I'll add them to the list. And once we get, I don't know, another 15 idioms or something, I'll do another class about it. Okay, next point, or next one that we're going over. Bookworm. So what does bookworm mean? What do you guys think? This is, I believe, this is Julian. So, Julian. Judith says, read a lot. Hi has a very good sentence. Hi says she bought a sports car. Actually, let me put that here, right? So I'll put some of your examples that you guys have. So this is Hi's sentence. So Hi said she bought a sports car yesterday. It costs an arm and a leg. It costs an arm and a leg. I would say it cost because it happened yesterday. So it cost an arm and a leg. Facebook really cost me an arm and a leg. The sentence is fine. Yes, that's a good sentence. Hello. But why would Facebook cost you? It shouldn't cost you anything really. Unless, I don't know, unless you're buying a lot of stuff off of Facebook or paying for ads or something like that. All right, so bookworm, a lot of you are giving me some answers now. So a great reader, reads a lot of books. A nerd, a person who reads a lot. Scandal, no, not scandal. Dirty counts. Dirty. I don't know what you mean, Gertrudis. But yeah, basically, you guys are, some of you are correct. A bookworm is basically someone who reads, right? So you guys got this correct. Someone who reads a lot or studies a lot, and someone who loves reading books. Pretty much, right? If you are a bookworm, you are a person that really is into books. That means you like books a lot. You like reading a lot. My daughter is, yes, you need the article, Jacqueline, but yes, the sentence is fine. My daughter is a bookworm. That is correct. Rosa says, I confess I am a bookworm. Yes, but be careful, Rosa. It's worm, W-O-R-M, not warm, A-R-M. I live in the library because I am a bookworm. There you go. Very good sentence too. Yeah, you guys are giving me very good examples here. Karim is a bookworm when he was younger. That's why he is in Smrt English. That is a good sentence. And a little bit freaky because you are correct. I was a huge bookworm when I was a kid. I Well, I still am. I don't read. Books are not the medium that I use a lot these days. But I still read, yeah. But I read much more than I read nowadays. When I was much younger, I used to really love reading. I must be a bookworm, not to be Malik. Be careful. I must be a bookworm. Oh man, Julian's happy that he freaked me out. All right, next one, number 8. Be cool as a cucumber. To be cool as a cucumber. Very simply, come on, what do you guys think? I think you guys can guess this one too. As if nothing had happened. Okay. I think very calm. Okay. Calm. There you go. A lot of people are putting that in now. To be a cold person. Aha. Yes, but now, Rosa, be careful, because now it's not the cold that we were talking about before, right? I don't mean cold like emotionless. That's not it. It's not emotionless. So to be cool as a cucumber is a person usually who is very relaxed and never worries about the future, or a person who stays calm and relaxed in difficult situations, right? So cool as a cucumber, to be as cool as a cucumber. A calm personality. Okay, yep, very good. Oh, that's Hashim's. Hashim says that's his, so let's write that down. So this was a suggestion by Hashim. Thank you for that, Hashim. Calm and relaxed. Yes, a calm person that has Hakuna Matata. That's a good one, Julian. Yeah, Hakuna Matata. Just careful, in English, Hakuna is Hakuna. Hakuna. Hakuna Matata. Oh man, you're gonna get that song stuck in my head now. Hakuna Matata. Hakuna. I'm not gonna be able to stop singing that song today. I don't know why. It's stuck in my head now. I can feel it that it's going to be stuck in my head. Where are we? Where did we go? No, not callous. I wouldn't say callous. Because callous has a negative connotation to it, right? Callous means usually when you're insensitive, right? Or cruel, no feelings. That I wouldn't say that is common for cool as a cucumber. Cool as a cucumber is usually just means you're a cool dude. You know, like you're relaxed in most situations that maybe some other people might not be so relaxed. And it doesn't have to be a personality. You could just be cool as a cucumber in a specific situation, but not so cool as a cucumber in some other situations, right? So it's just to describe the way that you're behaving at a given point in time, basically. Not nice doesn't also mean a nice person. No, it doesn't really mean a nice person. It just means okay, so for example, imagine somebody. This is a bad example probably, just because I'm trying to think of something very quick. But imagine somebody's throwing a something hard, right? A baseball or a rock or something like that, right? So somebody's throwing at you, and you can see it that they're throwing it in the direction of your face. But since, let's say for example, I know that the ball is not going to hit me, so I didn't move, right? I just stood there, and the ball came right past my face, passing me by, and I just stood there, right? Very calm, very cool, very relaxed. It didn't make me flinch or move or get out of the way, right? So you can say, whoa, that guy was cool as a cucumber. That's I hope that makes sense. Yeah. Nope. Doesn't mean you're lazy. It does not mean that you are lazy. It just means calm and relaxed, guys. That's it. Calm and relaxed. sometimes in situations that are weird or difficult, or situations that you don't expect people to be calm and relaxed in, or if you are just trying to describe a person's personality. Maybe that's the type of person that they are. So you can say that. They are cool as a cucumber. Rosa has a very good sentence. Rosa has a good sentence. So Rosa says, the situation was getting worse, and he remained cool as a cucumber. Yeah, that's a very good sentence, Rosa. Costas says he's going to hit the sack. All right, Costas, thank you for being in class up till now. My brother in difficult situations is cool as a cucumber. Yeah, my brother is always cool as a cucumber. My sister has an exam, but she is cool as a cucumber. Yeah, there you go. You guys are using it in the correct context. Very good. All right, let's carry on. Next word, or where are we? Number 9? Number 9. To put all of your eggs in one basket. To put all of your eggs in one basket. Manal says to put all your concentration or all your resources in one thing. Judith says when you buy stock from Wall Street or the New York Exchange, basically stock is when you buy and sell company, we call them stock, right? Or shares, or basically it's a percent of a company that you buy in the stock market. So, which used to be my job for 3 years actually. Did not really enjoy it very much, but yeah, I was a stockbroker for about 3 years. So here's a little info tip for you guys, or what was it called? That pop. Man, there was a show on MTV that will show you little pop icons that will tell you little bits of trivia or information about the person. I can't remember the name right now, but yes. So Judith says when you buy stock, don't put all your money in one company's stock. Very good, yeah. So don't put all your eggs in one basket. This is Hashim also. All right, thank you, Hashim, for the suggestion. Yes, there you go. Dilip says to put everything, right, into one thing. To put everything into one thing. Yeah, but we know what you mean. Handling too many things at the same time. No, that's not what it means, Shahid. Be careful. That's not the meaning. Make all your energy on your going to invest not only in one company. Yes, Gertrudis gets it. Karim lost the connection. Did I? No, I did not lose anything. Everything seems fine on my... Yep, everything's fine. Where do I... I'm in Vancouver. Hello. I am streaming from Vancouver. Okay, so to put all of your eggs in one basket, very simply, it just means this, right? So it says here, having all of your resources, right, which somebody said in the chat, so good job on that, in one place, right, which means putting all of your money or hopes, or where's the rest of it? Oh, there it is, sorry. It went down because we started typing. So when you put your money or your hopes even, or future into one thing. So for example, let's say I have a big chunk of money, or I have a lot of money. If somebody tells me don't put all your eggs in one basket, what does that mean, for example, in the sense of money? That means I shouldn't put all of my money in the same place. I shouldn't go to one bank, for example, and invest over there. Or if I want to invest, I shouldn't put all the money in one investment, right? To be safe, I should divide it. just in case, right? Because you never know. If something fails, or if the project or the thing that you were hoping is going to be successful, if it does not become successful and it fails, well, if you put everything that you have into that one thing, now you are in a very bad situation, I would say. So that's what it means, right? It just means don't put all the resources that you have or all the hopes or things that you're thinking about into one area, right? And then just hope that it's going to work. That's basically what it means. When you bet in all of your things, so you get everything or lose everything. Yes, Ala, I would say that's pretty much it. Smart Gaming with Julian says the stream ended. No, the stream has not ended. Smrt says, whoa. All right, obviously there is a problem. That's weird. Can you guys still not see me or hear me? Let's see. Oh, okay. Well, all right. So I think some of you have a problem with the stream because everybody else is saying that it's working. All right. So just give me a second, guys. I'll tell them to refresh. Please try refreshing. Because everything looks fine from my side. My streaming software does not show any dropped frames. Everything looks okay. YouTube itself says that I'm fine. I'm live. I'm streaming. There are no problems with the stream or any breaks or anything like that. So yeah, it should be okay. Oh, is it a prank? If that was a prank, that was not cool. That was not cool. All right. Let's get back to the class. All right, so it should be working, you guys. Try refreshing if it's not. Yeah, everything's fine. Okay. All right, let's get back to it. Number 10, you hit the nail on the head. To hit the nail on the head. So, nail, right? And you hit the nail on the head. So, obviously, it's not related to a nail, and you're not hitting anything with anything. It's just an expression. So, there you go. Judith is nailing it. Or actually, Judith hit the nail on the head. That is exactly what Judith did right there. So yeah, there you go. You guys are getting it. Yeah, that's it, right? That was good. Judith hit the nail on the head. So very simply, it means to do something perfectly, right? To give a textbook answer, right? The perfect answer, in other words, to a question that shows that you completely understand and you're fully aware of what you're talking about, right? I'll give you a simple example. So let's say, for example, that there's a party tomorrow that some of my friends are going to, and I've been invited. And then one of them called me up, and they're like, "Hey, come on, are you ready? Are we going, or what's happening?" And then I say, "Actually, I don't think I'm going to go to the party. I'm not feeling very well." And then my friend will say, "That's not why you don't want to go. You don't want to go because, I don't know, John is going to be there, and you don't want to be around John." And then I can say to him, "Well, you hit the nail on the head." I mean, that's exact. You understood exactly 100% the reason of why I said I'm not going. right? So that's what this means, to hit the nail on the head. On point, yes, MJ Shahid. It means you did perfect. Very good, very good, very good. Mr. Karim is hitting the nail on the head. You got to say on the head. If you just say hitting the nail, that doesn't really mean anything, and most people will be confused. If you say, hey, you're hitting the nail, everybody will be like, what nail? What are you talking about? So the full expression, right, is to hit the nail on the head. Hit the nail on the head. Mr. Karim always hits, right? Hits. Mr. Karim always hits the nail on the head. Thank you, Hi. I would not say that I always do, but I try. Otherwise, I wouldn't be very useful in this kind of work. but still, nobody's perfect. JB. Oh, JB! I don't know how I didn't see you there. Hey, JB, thank you for coming to the class. Were you born in Canada or in Egypt? I was born in neither, actually. I was not born in Canada, nor in Egypt. So there you go. To get exactly the point. Yes. The way Karim taught us, we hit the nail on the head. Lecture. It's a bit of a complicated sentence there, Mahmoud. I'm not sure what you mean. Thanks for your correction. My pleasure. Karim hits the nail on the head with smart English and food AF. Thanks, Julian. That is a good sentence. My teacher, oh man, I don't know what happened, but suddenly all the examples are about me. But you guys are using it in the correct context. So very good. Very, very good. Vancouver, Washington. Oh, no. I'm not in Vancouver, Washington. Hello, 3. Because he's right, because there's another place called Vancouver, which is in Washington, which is in the US. No, I'm in Vancouver, Canada. So I am in British Columbia, in Canada, in a city called Vancouver. Okay, let's carry on. Number 11. We are almost done. Can you believe? Can you believe that it's going to be a short class today? Man, I can't. All right, so let's carry on. Number 11. To buy. Oh, there you go. You guys are already beating me to the. You're beating me to the word. So there we go. Doing something more than someone. Doing something more than someone is capable. Judith. Yes, Judith has been nailing all the idioms and the things that we've been doing today. Oh, Gertrudis, that's hers. To bite off more than you can chew. That belongs to Gertrudis. Thank you for the suggestion, Gertrudis. It means I ensure that you cannot finish this. I ensure. No, not necessarily, right? Because the word sure means certainty, right? And 100%. And that's not always the case. That's not really true. So for actually, I'll give you a very good example. So you guys know that I'm teaching, currently I'm teaching I'm teaching 9 different college classes. And I don't know why I did this to myself, because it's killing me, the amount of work that I have to do. So so that's a good example, actually. So at the beginning of the semester, Sean came and asked me, "Hey Karim, how many classes are you able to take?" And then actually, before I could answer, he just sort of, how about this much, right? and he just gave me all these classes, and then I said, I looked at the class, I'm like, yeah, I can do this. Psh, of course I can do this. No worries. And I think I bit off a little bit more than I can chew, right? Which means it's more than I can handle, or handle comfortably, right? So in my case, for example, I'm doing it. Obviously, I'm doing it because I can't not do it, right? I have to teach the classes. I have to give the students back their tests, their marks. So it's not impossible. I'm doing it, but it's I shouldn't have done that, right? It was too much. It was really too much. But I'm surviving, so it's cool. It's fine. To do more than you could. Yes, taking up more responsibilities than you can handle. Yes, very good. Fathers always bite off more than they, right? You're talking about the fathers, so you need to talk about them again, right? So fathers always bite off more than they can chew. The fathers, right? To afford more than you can afford. To afford. No, I wouldn't say afford, Rosa. No, I wouldn't say afford. Afford is not the best word for this. To do, right? To do more than you can handle. To do or to accept responsibilities that are more than you can handle, or they're more than you can comfortably do. Expecting more than you can do. Yes, but not expecting, right? I wouldn't say expecting. It's taking on, right? It's accepting responsibility to do some things that turn out, or in reality, are more than you can handle. What do you mean, JB? JB. Oh, JB just means what are your roots, Julian? So going back in your family history, where are you originally from? If I can understand your talk, then I can say I am good at listening. If I can understand you when you talk, then I can say I am good at listening. I would agree to that. Yeah, if you can understand what I'm saying, you are good at listening. Karim, do you remember Patricia? Yes, I do remember Patricia. I don't know where she went though. She used to be here in the beginning, but then she faded into history. I don't know what happened to Patricia, but yes, I definitely do remember her. Julian Julian says he's German, American, and Egyptian. I don't know where you got the Egyptian part from, Julian, but I doubt that. There we go. JB has a good example. Who's asking? Dilip. Dilip is asking for an example, and then Julian says, for example, I can only help 3 people in a day, but I decided to help more than that. So, yeah. So there we go. So just like here, right? It says, I can only help 3 people. This is JB's sentence, so thank you, JB. I can only help 3 people in a day. That's it. This is what you can do, right? This is what you can handle. You can handle, you can manage, or you are able, right? You can take care of 3 people in a day. But today you decided to help 6. And then you discover later that, 6, this was too much. I can't handle 6 people. My limit is 3, right? So this is a good situation where you can say about yourself, or this is a good situation where you can, if you're trying to explain to somebody that, oh man, it was more than I can do, this is where you would use this expression, right? So you would say, man, I tried to help 6 people today, but I think I bit off more than I can chew, right? That means it was more than I can handle. Gertrude says, for me, it is better to avoid stress. For me, it is better to avoid stress. Well, I would say for everybody, really, it's better to avoid stress, but sometimes stress is unavoidable. So what can we do? Dilip says that he got it. All right. So like we said, right? It's exactly like we've been describing and talking about it. Ooh. There it is. To try to do more than, not then, this should be than with an A. Try to do more than you can handle. That's pretty much it. Or more, let's add an extra explanation here. More than you are able to do. Okay, next. To have the time of your life. To have the time of your life. A history class. What am I going to teach, Julian? What am I going to do about, what am I going to tell you guys about history? Oh man, Julian and Summer have a rivalry going on in the chat because Summer stole the title from Julian. All right, having the time of your life, to have a vacation from the life. No, I would say no to that, because yeah, it's not. It doesn't have to be related to a vacation. Hajar, hello from Morocco, and thanks for your videos. Oh, thank you, Hajar. You are very, very welcome, and thank you for watching our videos. We appreciate it very much. Rosa says, I got another job today, but I think I'm going to take it. You mean I think I'm going to decline it, right? You're not going to take it because it would be more than I can chew. Yes, if that's what you mean. I think the middle sentence is wrong, or the middle part of your sentence. I think you meant the opposite, right? But the rest is yes, the rest is fine. To have a lot of time to do something. No, that's not what have the time of your life means. There we go. Rosa and Dilip and Julian and Mariam. There you go. You guys are getting it. Yes, it means to have a very good time, right? To really, really, really enjoy your time doing something, right? So, and that's why when the person said vacation, I said no, right? Because it could be, but it doesn't have to be a vacation. I don't have to be on vacation to have the time of my life. So for example, I could spend 5 minutes playing some kind of game on my phone and enjoy it so much, just 5 minutes, right? That I can say, man, I am having the time of my life right now. That means I'm really enjoying myself at this moment. To enjoy your time. There you go. Yes. To have a terrific time. Yes. And actually, this reminds me of one of my favorite songs. Oh, there we go. Julian knows what I'm talking about. Yeah. So yeah, exactly. It's a very famous Green Day song, and it's called what is it called? I forgot the name of it. I think it's called "Time of Your Life." Actually, I think that is the name of the song. You know, guys, you know the song I'm talking about? The one that says, "It's something unpredictable, but in the end, it's right." Then they say, "I hope you have the time of your life," or something like that. Please excuse my extremely bad attempt at singing the song, but yeah, it's actually a very, very popular song. Yeah, that one, JB, that one. Yes, it was a big hit in the 90s. What are you trying to say, JB? But yeah, yes, it was. It was from Green Day, the band called Green Day, which is a punk band, really. They're a punk rock band, but they're very good because they actually talk about a lot of political stuff, and they're very active in that area. So their songs usually have meaningful lyrics, even though most people think that punk is not really saying anything. But it's actually, yeah, they're a very good band, and that was a very good song. Thank you, Summer. Thank you very much. Thank you for the little jab under the belt there. Thank you. Summer says, I feel left out. That song is really old. Thank you, Summer. But yes, it is. I'm old. What can I do? You can never stop time. All right, so that's to have the time of your life, right? That is to have the time of your life. And Dirty Dancing was a song with that idiom too. I'm trying to remember which one, which song. I don't know, but you're probably right, Rosa. Judith is a step ahead. Judith is always answering the one that I'm about to talk about next. All right, so this is it, right? To have the time of your life, to have an extremely enjoyable experience, right? To have a lot of fun, to be really, really happy with what you're doing. Patrick Swayze, I remember Patrick Swayze. Mark Tutorials, I need help. Okay, Mark. That's it. What do you need help? What do you need help with, Mark? You need to tell me. But please, like I said, right? Keep it to today's lesson. If you're going to ask for help about something that is not related to what I'm talking about today, I'm not trying to be mean here, but I'm sorry, I can't really address it. If you want to talk about something that we're not talking about today, like I said, please go to our Facebook group, post your question over there, and I guarantee you somebody will answer you over there. Or go to Discord, join the family, and have some fun over there. But yeah, if it's not related to the idioms that I'm talking about today, I'm not going to answer it. And I hope you understand, right? Don't feel bad about it. All right. Okay, so Judith, JB, Abdel Ali. I think Judith is Googling idioms. That's fine. If you want to Google the idioms, that's perfectly fine. I mean, I do want you guys also to be able to help yourselves, right, when you need to. So yeah, I hope that you guys are Googling the idioms. Why not? So to bridge that gap, right? So most of you are actually getting this in the chat very correctly. It's to connect two things together, right? Ooh, that's a good example sentence, Judith. And ooh, there we go. So Rosa was the contributor for actually Rosa was really active on the Discord with the idioms. She did contribute quite a lot. I remember seeing your name, Rosa, quite a lot. So thank you very much for that. So to bridge the gap, right? To bridge, and you can guess, right? A gap is what? A gap is a distance of empty space between two things, right? We call this a gap, very simply. One more time. A gap is a distance between two things that is empty, right? An empty space between two objects that you are talking about. And usually, what do we do in real life, for example, when there's space between two banks of a river, because the river is in the middle, what do? We build a bridge, right? So it can mean to connect two things, or, and this is the other meaning, to make the difference between them smaller, right? To make the difference between them smaller. So let me give you an example. To connect two things, I think that one is pretty simple, right? That's not a big, really problem for you guys, I think, to understand. I'm just checking to see if anybody has an example here. Please never get divorced. They're always capable. Yeah, Judith has a good example, but that's for the second meaning that I want. To connect two things. All right, so to bridge the gap between two, to connect two things, right? You can just very simply say, we need to bridge the gap between, and then mention the two places that you're talking about that you want to connect, right? Very simple. The second one, and actually I'm going to use So yeah, so Judith says, people will never get divorced if they are capable of bridging the gap between each other's differences. And that is true, right? So people, so Judith is saying, right, people, if you're a married couple, you will not get divorced if the couple is able to bridge, right, the gap between what? Between the differences that they have, right? So this is what we mean by the second meaning, right? To make the difference between them smaller. That means so that we can have more things in common, or at least more understanding of each other's points of view, right? So we're not talking about a physical distance, we're talking about a metaphorical distance. I hope that that makes sense. Are you married, Karim? Yes, I am, Julian. You should know that I'm married. I talk about my wife here all the time. I don't know much about history. I guess I have to read about it and bridge the gap. Yeah, that works. I heard people voice as the background. Well, yeah, that's probably because what's the time? Yeah, there's probably some students standing outside the streaming room door here. Sometimes they get loud. If they get too loud, then I'll go out and be like, be quiet. I'll use my serious voice. My serious voice. But yeah, usually it's fine. MS Shahid says, the rich get richer and the poor get poorer. The government has to do something to bridge the gap between the two extremes. That is a very good sentence, yes. Actually, that was the sentence that I wanted to give you guys as an example. But yeah, pretty much MS Shahid has a very good example there. So yeah, the rich get richer and the poor get poorer. The government really needs to do something to bridge the gap between the two extremes. Yeah, very good. That's a very, very good sentence. Look behind you. Sorry, guys. Not gonna work today. I'm not gonna look behind me. Besides, I can see behind me. I don't need to look behind me because I have a preview of my stream on the other screen that you guys can't see. So I can actually see a preview of myself, which means I can see behind me and what's going on behind me. So, sorry, but it's not gonna work. Rosa, oh, you like the serious voice? The serious voice. Oh. I think that's it. Yeah. All right, I think I think everybody is okay in the chat. Everybody seems to be fine. You are, yes, I am, Dilip. That's a good yeah, that works. I am trying to bridge the gap between people of the world, right? I'm trying to help you guys use a language that most people in the world can use to communicate with each other, which is a way of bridging the cultural differences between us, right? So when you get to talk to people, you get to learn about them, you get to understand different cultures and things like that, and hopefully it helps to expand our understanding of each other. So yeah, that's a good sentence for that example. No hats next class. Sorry, Julian, never gonna happen. Never going to happen. I always wear a hat. I love hats. I can't take off my hat. I like hats. As a lawyer, I bridge the gap between companies. Oh, Julian's gonna pay me to take off my hat. What's the big deal with the hat? I don't I don't get it. $500 for me to take off my hat, man. That's a lot of money, Julian, just to see what's under the hat. That is a lot of money. Karim, do you have a favorite idiom? Do I have a favorite idiom? I don't have one. I can't really say I have a favorite idiom. And to be honest, it also changes. Like, I might hear a new idiom that I like, and then I'll start using it, or something like that. But like off the top of my head, some idioms that I like are. I like this one. Are you picking up what I'm putting down? That's a cool one that I like. Are you picking up what I'm putting down? I'll write it for you guys here. There you go. You get a bonus idiom for today. Are you picking up what I'm putting down? So that's pretty much, what's wrong with this thing? Are you picking up what I'm putting down? Can't see. Whoa, what happened? Oh, there you go. Sorry, guys. I keep pressing the number button and it changes things. There we go. All right, now you can see. I'm giving you an extra idiom for today. Are you picking up what I'm putting down? Are you picking up what I am putting down? Yeah, I know. I'm sorry, guys, because the numbers on the keyboard, they're linked to some functions in the streaming software, and I always forget, and I press one of the numbers, and when I was typing 14 there, that's what happened. So yeah, sorry about that. But this is one that I like. For example, I wouldn't say it's my favorite. I don't really have one that's a favorite, but I like this one. So, are you picking up what I'm putting down? And very simply, what this means is, are you? Nobody's telling me what this one means yet. Ooh, you guys are actually asking what it means. All right, are you understanding what I am saying? that's pretty much what it means. It's a funky way or a cool way to say, do you understand what I just said, right? So what you are putting down is what you're saying, and to pick up what you're saying means to understand it. So I hope that's clear, or that makes sense the way that I explained it. But yeah, that's that's what it means. Are you picking up what I'm putting down? But it's very slangish, right? Like, it's not really formal. Like, you wouldn't write this in a formal letter or in a CV or a cover letter or in like an important business letter or something like that. So yeah, it's very, very streetish kind of language, and it's very slangy. So yeah, super informal, definitely. Are you picking up what I'm putting down? All right, you guys, and that's it. So, well, the lesson was still kind of long. I think took us an hour and a half today, which is better than 2 or 2.5. so that's good. And yeah, we're done. What are you guys talking about? Do you understand what I'm talking about? Okay, you guys have been having some conversations in the background. Wait, let me check what's going on. What is going on? But usually when JB is here, I don't really worry if I miss some questions, because I know JB always catches what I miss, and JB's pretty good. I trust a lot JB to explain things in a satisfactory manner. So, okay, there we go. A generation gap. It means the difference between generations, different age groups, for instance, 50 to 59-year-olds and 20 to 29-year-olds. There you go. Like I said, JB is on point. JB hit the nail on the head. That means he explained it perfectly. Yes. All right. You guys are welcome. You guys are very, 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 very welcome. Dilip says we are picking up what you are putting down. Great, I love it. That's a good thing to say, Dilip. Cool. I'm bridging the gap. Why? Because of reasons. You guys, man, you guys crack me up. Oh. So that's it. That's the end of today's lesson. So I'll do the outro very, very quick, and I'll give you guys movie quote of the week for this week. Try your best to beat summer, although it's very difficult to do so. But try your best to beat summer, and we'll see what's going on. For anybody who is new to the class and you've never done movie quote of the week before, the rules are very simple. Don't tell me in the chat if you figure out what the movie is when I'm doing it. Don't tell me in the chat right now, right? Because if you do, I'll ignore it. And also, you're not helping yourself. You'll be helping everybody else figure out the answer. So don't tell me in the chat. Wait for the video to finish after I say bye and chapow and all that stuff. I'll close the video. I'll play music for 1 minute and then I'll turn it off. And then you guys can start typing. It will give you access to the comment section below the video. So wait for the video to finish, and then type your answer in the comment section, please. Not in the chat right now. Karim, did you get it? Oh, okay. I'm bridging the gap. Why? Because of reasons. There you go. Yeah, no, I didn't get it. I'm sorry, Julian. That flew over my head. That means I completely did not get it. But yes, yes. Thank you so much, everyone. All right, so here we go. So please, if you have not done so yet, please go to Smrt English on YouTube. That's the name of our channel that you're watching this video on. So Smrt English. Smrt, of course, is SMRT without the A in the middle. Hit the subscribe button, hit the bell button, hit all the buttons that you can hit. After you hit the subscribe and the bell, then you can hit all the buttons, the other buttons that you want to hit. But make sure you hit the subscribe and the bell. Or not, it's totally up to you. We don't like to force people here to do stuff. So just do whatever you want to do, or what I'm telling you to do. Either way is fine. And then go all the way down to the bottom. You'll find my face. Click on my face. It'll take you to my page, which is Smrt English with Karim. Again, I have some videos out there, and like I said, I'll be much freer starting next month. So hopefully I will have time to post more videos on here. The videos here are much shorter, so they're about 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 30 seconds. Not very long videos. So I hope to see you guys over there too. Also, and you can get this from my Smrt English with Karim page, or just very simply type Food AF in YouTube, and it will take you to my personal page. So this is my personal YouTube channel. It is not related to English. I don't teach English classes or anything that's related to English on it, but I talk in English, so you guys can at least practice listening. And it's food. So I like food. I like to cook. I like to eat. And so I made a channel about it. So please come and check it out if you would like, and hopefully you'll enjoy it too. Our Facebook group, for all the people that keep asking me things during the lesson that I don't answer. Again, I apologize, but that's the only way that I can control how long this lesson is going to go. But our Facebook group is an excellent place to do this, right? So just go there, request to join. We usually do this at least, I think, once a day or twice a day or something like that. So you're not going to wait for a long time to get access. And then the group is very active. People here ask questions all the time, and people answer. And yeah, it's pretty nice. It's a growing community. So please come and join us. Come and join us over there. Actually, let me put the link so it's easy. Rosa's asking about the silver button. I don't know, Rosa. I asked Julian, but we haven't gotten yet. We still did not get it. I don't know why YouTube is taking such a long time to send us the button. Why? YouTube, where's the silver button? But we don't have it yet. But I promise, when we get it, I will. Well, I don't want to say I'm going to make sure that Julian's going to give it to me, because I don't know what he's going to do. But I will bug him a lot until he gives it to me, and then I'll show it to you guys. So, but yeah, we still didn't get it. because Julian would have told me. So come and join us over there. Also, if you want another lesson like today's lesson, which was basically a lesson created by your lovely suggestions, then please come and join us on Discord, right? So go to Discord, type hashtag idioms in my chat, and I'll see all the idiom hashtags, and then I'll make a new list for some idioms, and then we can have another lesson about that. So here's the link for you guys. Click on that. It will take you to Discord. You will see a message in the middle here that says you have been invited by Smrt. So just click on that, register. If you don't have an account already, it's free. It will cost you absolutely nothing, but you will gain a lot. You will join the awesome sauce family of Smrt. So come and join us, please. It's growing and it's becoming more active, and it's really, really cool. So so come and join us over there. And that is pretty much, is it? Yes, it is. That's pretty much it for this week. So congratulations, everybody, for making it to the end of the class. A high five. Okay, let's do movie quote of the week. Actually, you know what? I just thought of something. Just to control things better, I'm going to change this back to that no edit, right? So there we go. Just so nobody plays with this sheet during this week until next class, right? So you guys can still see it, but you can't type inside of here anymore, right? But you can still see it. You can copy and paste. Of course, you can make your own copy, which will make a copy for yourselves, and then you can type and do whatever it is that you want over there. But please, if you want to give me more suggestions, just do it on the Discord, right? It's been pretty easy, really, doing it on the Discord. Just as long as you type hashtag idioms, that's what I use for the search, and then I just find things very, very, very quick. And that's pretty much it. So, movie quote of the week. Let's go. Hajar is asking, when are you going to make the next live? I stream every Wednesday, Hajar. So every Wednesday at the same time. So Wednesdays at 3 p.m. Vancouver time. And Vancouver is Vancouver, Canada, because there's another Vancouver in Washington. But I think we're pretty much the same time as Vancouver and Washington. Anyway, it's Vancouver, Canada, 3 p.m. every Wednesday. Yes, you have to bug Julian about the silver button. Oh, Julian says he made a better baked potato. How was it? It's very easy and very nice, isn't it? Super simple to make, but very satisfying at the same time. Julian is talking about this. This is a better baked potato, which is my version of a baked potato. Muhammad Nuruddin says, actually, I am not still satisfied yet with the lesson. I am late. It is Thursday, Indonesia. So are you satisfied or are you not satisfied? I'm a little bit confused. Oh, thank you. Hi, thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed it. That is my goal. It's so nice. Yes, like Julian is saying. You're welcome. You're very welcome, Judith. No problem. All right, so here we go. I'm going to take this off the screen for a second so you guys don't see the movie quote while I am saying it. And then I'll put it back for about 2 seconds. I'll take it off. And like I said, please wait. When the video finishes, I'll play music for 1 minute. And then you guys can type the answer in the comment section below. And Summer is the person that you guys want to beat. She is, well, I can't say undefeated anymore because somebody stole it from Summer, but only for 1 week, and then she got it back again. And since then, she has not been beaten again. This lecture is, thank you, Dilip. I appreciate that a lot. Thank you so much. I'm happy that you had a good time and that you enjoyed it. That's what I want. All right, so here we go. Are you guys ready? Let me take this out of the screen. All right, so here's the movie quote for this week. It's where's, I don't know if Arij is here or not. I don't think she's here. It's an old movie, so I'm old. I don't know what to say, but it is awesome, and I'm not kidding when I say that this is one of the most quotable movies of all time. There are so many just pure gold. That means really, really good quotes from this movie. And actually, it was very hard for me to choose only one. So here it is. This is the one that I chose. Let's see if you guys know the movie. So this is one person, right? So one person, he meets another person, and then this is what he says to them, right? So one person is standing doing something, and then the other person comes into them, and then this is what he says, right? He's like, "Helmet! So, at last we meet for the first time, for the last time." That's it. All right, so one more time. He goes, "Helmet! So at last we meet for the first time, for the last time." And that's movie quote of the week. So remember, if you know it, don't say it right now, right? Hold your typing fingers and wait until the video is done, and then put it in the movie quote, in the comment section. And here it is. 1, 2, boom. And that's all you guys get. All right, let me go big. I think I can go big now. Shabam! There we go, I'm big. So, I know the quote. I know the quote. How about your waistline after the after the oh man. All right. It's always sad when I have to end this stream. I actually really enjoy it a lot because of you guys. You guys make it so much fun for me. Thank you. Okay, so here we go. I think, yeah, everything's fine. Everything is fine. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, so that's been it. So thank you so much for watching today's class with me. I know my classes are long, and it really means so much to me that you guys, almost 90 to 95% of you, actually stay for the entire class, which is really it blows my mind. So thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And that's it. And yeah, like Julian is saying, get ready for Hell Thursday. That's tomorrow. Hell Thursday is tomorrow. I have one good thing to look for today. I got a free sandwich coupon from McDonald's that I am going to go use on the way home right now. So I'm looking forward to that. So yeah, so that's it. So until I see you guys next week, have a good morning, a good evening, and a good night. Shapow!